Vega squadrons turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Vega squadrons turn to pick.
Vengeful spirit.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
ProDotA.
Vega squadrons turn to pick.
Enchantress.
Vega squadrons turn to ban. Dire team ban. Vega squadrons turn to
Welcome back,
ban.
guys. Welcome back. I think we fixed everything. I hope everything's okay. Everything's gonna be good. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be magical and wonderful as we head into ProDotA gaming against Vega Squadron. We play Season 3 CIS Group Stage still underway. And a quick look at the group stage. Vega up at the top 8 and 2, Na'Vi 6 and 2, Empire, Team Spirit, Power Rangers, Thunder Rocks, Hellraisers, and PD down at the bottom. So ProDotA, they've got some wins to get, but against the top dogs, Vega Squadron, it's going to be a rough old ride for them. As the draft progressing pretty quickly on through, I can welcome in my co-cast. Moppax, what do you expect from the lovely lads of Vega and PD?
Reserve time.
Max? Dear.
Okay, I was just messing with you. I know you're all tilted.
Mommy!
Sorry.
I need an adult!
I'm sorry, I had to. Okay, no, everything's fine, don't worry. We're all good here. I don't know, ProDotA, they gotta pick up wins instead. No, there's still a team kind of fighting their way here. Obviously Akmo, one of the guys who's hanging out with them now after leaving his little stint with Na'Vi a ways ago, and they've been looking great, obviously, with Generals, so certainly the underdog is coming into this one.
Sure. Well, bands out, Chen, Lone Druid, Batrider, Death Prophet, Wisp, Earth Spirit, Zeus, and Invoker all taken out, while Native Prophet, Witch Doctor, Winter Wyvern, Vengeful Spirit, and Enchantress are picked by either team. E with a lot of sustain so far. Winter Wyvern has seen a lot of play recently, more often than not against Enchantress. I guess just having like that physical damage against her, not allowing her to heal up, and having her teammates hit her, and ignoring Untouchable is a pretty good way of dealing with the Ench. Also, you have the added bonus of having Splinter Blast to deal with the creep waves pushing of both Furion, Enchantress and potentially whoever else they throw in here, because Lycan still out there, and he's been a pretty potent pick for a lot of these teams. Vega Squadron have been like, you know, Drow Ranger, Lycan.
Yeah, I was about to say, like that Drow. Look at their lineup right now.
Yep, 3-ranged Drow Ranger is, you know, a likely pick I want to say for Pasha. He's definitely been practicing and playing it a lot recently. But I think PD, if they pick Lycan here, kind of expecting the Drow Ranger, not only is it good against Vega Squadron's lineup so far, but it also works well with theirs, right? Sustained push with Witch Doctor, Howl for the little treants as well. Got a good way of handling things.
Yeah, and then you can even start to looking towards like The last big brood will probably be something that we'll see banned out here either by PD or even by Vega, honestly, because if you really want to get kind of shifty, then those options are still remaining here. I'd like to see. I think Mag's probably going to keep his eye on it just because he could always run it as like the 3 and then shift the
Vega
Enchantress down to a
Squadron's
4
turn to pick.
on those lines. But once again, we're going to get a Wind Ranger. Okay, now they saw Dendy playing it up there. A little hyped.
Focus far
They play some Wind Ranger again.
Focus far against the Enchantress, pretty good. Good laning status against Queen of Pain as well. And I guess with the Winter Wyvern being able to maybe snipe out the Courier or force out the Quap to, bring out an extra salve. But there's the Drow we were talking about.
Dire team
Not
ban.
entirely surprising as Vega have been running this a lot of late. So their final hero, I'm looking at this Enchantress and I know it's not a signature mag hero. It's more likely than not going to be that kind of 4-role roaming Enchantress with a 5-spot
10
bench.
seconds remaining.
So Mag's final pick for the offlane. What do you want from him
5
here? Like
seconds
Initiator, Tidehunter? Do you want the Nyx Assassin for Mag? Do you want him to farm with Iron Talon? What are your thoughts?
Reserve time.
It's with having the Witch Doctor and the potential Winter Wyvern, like they're just gonna ban out the
Vega
Brood. That makes sense,
Squadron's
honestly.
turn
Like Mag's
to
too
ban.
scary, as we talked about, so with that gone. I think you're worried about someone who needs that Iron Talon. Like you kind of do need the ability to just go farm in the jungle. So just pick yourself up the Tidehunter.
10 seconds remaining.
I think that's what I'd go for if I was Meg. He still has his
5
Beastmaster available too,
seconds
which is something he's been pretty formidable on in the past, and adds a little bit of push to go with like the Vengeful Spirit, the Enchantress, and as well as the whole
Reserve
theme behind the Drow Ranger. Maybe give her a little bit of protection too. So already the Vengeful Spirit, man, they have such a great lineup. I love Venge Drow. So much synergy between the auras, between the swap out when they finally get their hands on top of that Drow Ranger. ProDotA needs something to like get on top of her, like through some sort of a core that can be mobile. That Lycan that you were talking about.
There you go. Ban it out.
Yeah,
That's the
ban out the
Lycan.
Lycan.
I would have liked
Dire
that for
team
ProDotA quite a fair amount actually. I was saying works well with the Furion. The good howl damage is decent against these squishy Vega heroes as well, and it's just a hero that jumps straight onto the Drow. Doesn't have that attack damage raining in from above. ED. Safe lane carry here. To be honest, if this was any other team, I'd say go and pick a Meepo. Like, Meepo
10
could work incredibly
seconds
well here
remaining.
against the Drow Ranger lineup.
And Queen too.
Just being able to,
5
ensnare them
seconds
up, net
remaining.
them, split push a little bit more, adds that burst damage in there. But ED,
Reserve time.
I'm not sure what they'd really look for. A Weaver? Awful, but you're dealing with, some pretty nasty burst damage and good damage. Just, I don't know, I want mobility, I want damage up, I
Vega
want magic damage,
Squadron's
physical damage, I want
turn to
tankiness, I want mobility, and I guess Sven's going to be the go. Able to farm himself up with that cleave damage as well. And once he has the blink, jump onto the Drow Ranger, slam her into the ground. So,
Kind of feels like a little bit of a shoehorn pick. I don't know how I feel about the Sven. I don't know, maybe like a gyrocopter might have been another option, like try and combo up at the end of a Winter's Curse, like use that for the initiation, but trying to fight up against the Enchantress can be just so difficult for a Sven.
10
If Sven, and
seconds
like,
remaining.
it might be a chance that the only hero you can get on top of is going to be the Sven, because of the
5
swaps coming out, the
seconds
stuns from the
remaining.
Vengeful Spirit, the blinks of the Queen of Pain. If you can only get on top of the Enchantress and you're just a Sven trying to cleave away,
Reserve
there's
time.
really not that much you can do.
Mag has been playing a fair amount of Nyx Assassin recently. Something that he aims towards. So what's been banned out here? So no Lone Druid, Batrider, Broodmother. None of that for him. What are some other
I
good
think
Mag
Beastmaster's good just because they're
Beastmaster.
early BKB on the Sven.
Point. Adds in for another aura for Drow and Venge. But it's obviously
Yeah.
one of Mag's signature heroes. That
Faceless
20-minute Necro
Lord.
3 timing that we've seen time and again. But it's going to be the Chrono. Thing that can also, when they're tracked during that BKB, also pretty good in lane against this, Sven plus Witch Doctor. I don't think Mag's going to have too much difficulty gaining experience and a little bit of gold towards that off lane.
Yeah, I think this was a laning decision. You probably gotta have to think that the Beastmaster would have been better in like total synergy, like line up, pushing together and everything. But getting into that sort of a difficult tri lane, like we talked about, having someone who needs the Iron Talon, like the Tidehunter or the Faceless
Prepare
Void,
for
and
battle.
he's just so survivable. Like, how do you stop this guy? Honestly, he's just untouchable in that off lane there. So guaranteeing himself a little bit of fire. And of course, what better 4 heroes could you have with the Chrono? Like, you have to deal with the Winter Wyvern, you have to deal with the Shackles, so it's not like totally ideal just because of the Cold Embrace coming out, but there's plenty of long range damage from them to chuck out from the side of Vega.
Solo starting off with a smoke very early on. No smokes for PD, but Roger does move across and actually block up this camp. I guess this Void can't go and easily farm it, but you look at Mag's build and you know, like, with 100% certainty, he is focused on laning stage and forming these supports to be here. So he's going to be really garnering the attention of both Winter Wyvern and the Witch Doctor just to sit up at top and deal with him, rather than the potential career snipes or movements towards mid. Mag is going to be that ball buster. He's going to be the guy that forces 3 heroes to stay top and really focus on him. Fairy Fires, Tangos, Sal, plenty of regen. Time walk to keep him alive as well. Look at the other off lane, Axmo. Off it against Venge, Drow Ranger, Roaming Enchantress. Going to be the easiest lane, but he's going to have a good amount of leeway. You know, the first 3 levels or so, he should be okay with Treants just to get some experience, get some gold, go back to farm the camp back here as well. Then it's his decision after like the first 3 minutes where he decides to go, how many TPs he does to rotate in onto mid on top lane to help out the rest of his team.
Yeah, ProDotA have set themselves up much better currently though. Like getting the block up on this camp is like so crucial up against Faceless Void, and it's equally as crucial up against a Nature's Prophet. Like I feel like teams that are prioritizing these camps are giving themselves such a big advantage early on, but I just don't see enough teams doing it. It is a little harder, I will say, for the Radiant to get up here. Like, it is definitely more difficult, and it might be one of the reasons why teams are choosing Dire now, because it's easier to defend that, versus just walking up and slapping this cheeky little sentry here. But what is Meg going to do now for guaranteed farm?
I've got 0 frames drops, XSplit, and apparently my stream is PowerPointing.
It must be switching jets then.
As if the day couldn't get any better with technical issues and problems, I might have to drop the stream and bring it back up on a different server. It looks like it's been happening for the past 2 minutes. I wanted to just like ride the storm and hope it would fix itself, but it doesn't look like it's going to. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to drop the stream and bring it back up in a second. So, for the local recording, we're going to continue. For now, Biddy Red, currently dead. See if we can, Let's see if we can switch it. Let's move from Amsterdam to Paris. Let's go across. Let's go across Europe and back up on the JD Red. We are French now. So, for the local recording, we're still going. For the lads on YouTube, no one up against Vasily. Queen of Pain against the Wind Ranger mid. So far, Ranger's having a reasonably rough time getting Shadow struck down. No one trading hits reasonably well, but he can turn and fight this. Run wears off, and Vasily, he's gonna tick over. He's gonna have to salve himself through. But I think he Fairy Fire's there. Never mind. That Fairy Fire's gonna keep him all happy as Larry, but it's the bot lane. Nature's Prophet does die. A little bit overzealous there and aggressive, moving too far forward.
Yeah, you knew that one was coming there eventually for Nature's Prophet. So
but look at Mag.
Sticking around with the fog.
The haste rune is stolen by Arzeek, but the bashes he gets takes him down to half
Radiant's middle
HP.
tower is under attack.
Oh, and for those wondering about Dota TV, it's whenever there's a reload now, there's some sort of a new bug or something that you don't actually get a Dota TV ticket sometimes. So, if anything else could go wrong, it will, and it did, so apologies. It ain't on us, though. Just mere casters.
Everything
no
else
admins.
is my fault. No, it's all my fault. Like, Dota TV
Oh, are
ticket,
you reborn today, or are we
drop
just blaming you for
frames
everything?
Excellent. Oh my goodness gracious me. Apologize, guys. There is nothing I can do to save this. I am not Jesus. I am not Iron Man. I am not Chuck Norris. I am not Vigos, unfortunately. I do not have the power in me to defend us against the hordes of lag, but see what happens. We'll see what goes on. Please, Mop Packs, help me. Help me.
You're hopeless, man. Well, Mag's having a great old time up here. Like, the Winter Wyvern Doctor, these like terrifying heroes. These are like tri-lane lovers. But, you know, they're kind of missing a little bit of creep control here. The Witch Doctor had to rotate in the mid lane just because Vasily's having a little bit of a hard time. And so Mag's getting, I would consider, way too much. They even blocked this camp. Like, the fact that he's gotten so much is absurd. And because he didn't get zoned out, because he didn't have to even go for the Iron Talon yet, the fact that they blocked this camp actually ended up having 0 effect because they didn't actually keep him out of the main lane anyway. Dive
Excellent. The stream starts working. Oh my god. Apparently the stream stopped lagging at the moment where it went offline, come back up again. I just don't know. Whatever. It's just gonna have to sort it out. Gank out the mid. Arzeek getting slowed down by Solo. That blast, this damage output is going to be good, but is it going to be good enough? The cask is launched out, and the Chakra shot's perfect from Vasily. Enough of damage to kill off Solo. They'll just try and take down one of the little creeps. Arzik very fires up on Sioma, deep behind enemy lines. They have the damage output to kill off Arzik, but Solo might just be able to. Armo is teleported in, but they're having difficulty killing off the Witchcraft. Finally, no one joins the party. Sioma's already got the stun down, and they'll kill off Armo as well. Vasily, with a win run available, tries to turn and fight, but no one keeps battling on through this one. He's got a Sonic Wave.
Shot. Oh,
the Sonic Wave! He's got the bottle, he's got the DPS, but he doesn't have the HP total. Will die before the kill back onto the Wind Ranger, but Solo gets himself up to level 5 as now he's being eyed up by Roger. Level 2 blast is here. Not enough damage to kill off Solo alone. He needs some help and a TPM from maybe the Nature's Prophet. Solo being burnt out, being splintered down. He's gonna walk it off and press away, sproinking along, and Solo should be okay for now.
Look at him, he's just hanging around. No fear. Roger's playing a dangerous game. Oh, Akmo down bottom. He's died, twice now. He's gonna tell 2 assists though, making his rotations around the map. So we'll see. Assume he'll just go into those kind of phase moves.
Again. But Vega engaged with no one onto mid. Vasily's forced back. So battle this on. It's the 3 versus 3 mid.
Come!
Fixed it. It doesn't drop frames anymore, but it's not online. Excellent. Love of God. Beg.
Well, Pasha, this is like the big one here for Vega though. Like, not only is everything else going well, it's the fact that your Drow is just totally unscathed, and I think they want to make a change in this. Like, Vasily, he can't get himself the good rune. He got the DD, I don't know if that'll be enough though. No focus fire available. Solo comes in.
But TPing across as well. Vasily's gone, even with the DD rune. Arzeek's getting blasted down. Bound out by Solo's creeps, and that Splinter Blast is good, but it's not going to be good enough as Armo TP'd into a defensive position. But it's on the back that Roger, he's been found by Pasha's Drow Ranger, and a double kill for Solo will not only ensure level 6, also 1600 gold on this Enchantress. They're taking way too many fights, it seems, right now for ProDotA. Like, I don't know. I thought they set themselves up for this nice little tri-lane to try and shut down Mag. They try and get something from Nature's Prophet. They would make a couple ganks on top of Mag using the TPs into the Nature's Prophet, maybe one into the mid lane as well off of the Shackle or something along those lines. But instead, they're skirmishing and brawling up against a team that has max precision aura, which is insane. This is this is not the build, at least not that I've been seeing lately in all these rounds. They've been getting like a couple points in the frost, a couple points in the silence, but like, understanding the current power right now from what this ability can give.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They finally gonna get Pasha here? Oh, so close. Diving deeper. Trees.
Sioma, Pasha, Sioma's dead. Pasha getting chased out as well. Oh, he cut through one. No, he plants the sneaky little bastard's still dead. The Sprout with a flying vision gives them a little bit of intel over the trees. But you little devil. Pasha with the little tree placement. The Iron Branch working out wonders. But the tree man himself, he's got the counter. So it's apparently Twitch lagging, it's not. It's definitely not me, it's not my end. Oh sure, Vasily has no win run. No one flicks forward, Sonic Wave and another impetus. Damage is being needed to kill them off. Sunlight. Now Sven has finally joined the party, but up against Solo with a level 3 untouchable. 1 hit. Stun. 2 hits. 3. Sunlight realizes his mistake. He's run into the wrong neck of the woods and he can't kill an Enchantress. That's the most devastating thing I've seen in a long time.
That would have been good right there. Rocket Barrage. That would have been a good spell right there. Saying.
Team seems good. Excellent. Thanks guys for keeping up to date. Hopefully everything's fine for now. Do let me know if there's anything wrong. Clap your hands. The hokey pokey.
Stomp your feet. Do a little dance. Make a little love.
Get down tonight.
That should just about solve it, I'd say.
Absolutely. Well, back to games. Back to games.
This is a poor Wind Ranger, man. 1400 gold behind. That's rough. That's when you're mid lane. I've been having these little Enchantress troops coming and doing its business. These little dirty deeds. Look at Meg. He's just free farming up here.
That's the thing, right? Because it's not just Enchantress and Venge ganking. The Wind Ranger is having to contest with a Quap with Drow Aura, and that's bad enough as it is. Being Shadow Struck, being hit by the Drow Aura buffed up attacks on this Queen of Pain with 37 extra damage out. Because Pasha, he's not one of those guys that goes for the
Dire's
Frost Arrow
middle
build.
tower is under
Seen
attack.
a lot of that from SEA, you know, going for Frost Arrows and dominating your lane. It's good against Faceless Void. If you're in that kind of 2v1 with Avenged Drow.
Dire's
Slow him
top
down,
tower
hit him up.
is under attack.
The Max Aura build giving so much damage across the board. Jump forward and look for the Chrono onto Sunlight. They've caught him. Impetus damages from outside of that Chronosphere will be enough to kill off Sunlight here. Another one. He hooks it up with that Scream, and he's now even hunting and looking for RZ, because the Witch Doctor is all alone. Backed up a little bit by Roger, but it's a level 4 Winter Wyvern, and no one. He fears no man. He fears no dragon. He fears no Wyvern. The attempted fake TP from Amo isn't even going to stop. Oh, and wants to go back in again.
4 seconds to the Sonic Wave. He wants this so bad.
Radiant's bottom
Come on,
tower
Roger.
is
Are
under
you okay,
attack.
or are you dead?
11.
We're going to get jumped.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
10 minutes in, Wind Ranger with Null, Phase, Bottle, the Magic Stick. At this point where you really question your life choices, because, you know, 12 minutes in is the point where you want to have that 1200 gold mark. You know, you want to be able to buy a point booster, or you want to save up for Blink, or you want to be able to go into Maelstrom and acquire a little more money. He really is good 2,000 net worth behind where he should be at this point. Look at the net worth board.
Dire's
Pop and
middle
Drow
tower
Ranger up at the
is
top,
under attack.
miles ahead of their competition. While the 4-roll Enchantress has got more money than God. Dragonlance 10 minutes in, why not? Fred's up and running, hell yeah. Level 11, honestly not going to be that far away if Vega keep up this pace, because she's keeping up track with no one's level.
I mean, you have Treads and Casual Bracer over on your Avenge as well. Like, this is not looking good. He's what, 1,000 gold behind the number 1 position 1 carry for ProDotA right now. In the 5-roll, it's just they're dominant. They took this lineup, and I don't even see it really falling off. You know, like compared to what they're up against, there's nothing that has me that terrified in the next 20 minutes.
Yes, if Vega don't do a good job of controlling jungle and ancients, Ben could roll out of control. He's getting into Helm of the Dominated territory now, so he can start stacking ancients. He's clearing out jungle camps. He's got max leave, but he's got a long way to go. He needs another. Wait, that's or another Morbid Mask. That's not what you want, but yeah, he needs another 6 to 10 minutes. He wants to hit that 20-minute mark with 15k net worth, let's say, and just start jumping in onto the pop and 3 hitting them, jumping onto the Drow Ranger, stun and 3 hits. Still has to contest with
Dire's middle
Mag
tower is
chronoing
under
up
attack.
with the impetus shots from
Dire's
Solo,
structures
and in
are
fact,
fortified.
Xioma has no fear whatsoever. The chrono from Mag is going to be completely off the money, but the damage output from Vega is still pretty good here. Harm Dilation is down, impetus shots around, Arzika's dropping low, and the Death Ward out. Solo is barely going to die. The streak is stolen, and Mag contending with 4 heroes all surrounding him, while middle lane Sunlight is taken out by no one. So it's a 2-for-1 so far. Mag actually magging himself away from that.
Brute and after them.
Well, I mean, they're well ahead, but if you don't hit the Chronosphere, you're not going to be able to see it quite as well. So, a good split there from ProDotA. They saw the little opportunity to pick up the Vengeful Spirit, so they went for it. Mid lane though now. Can they actually get this kill? One more thing to the Blink.
He's
Close,
fine.
but no cigar.
Hasted up as well. Runs himself out. Pasha? What's that? Is it Yasha for Pasha? It's Pasha with a Yasha. Bring out a couple of ancients. Stuff a nice little item. Drow,
Alright,
the
well-
Drow's nearly level 11, man.
Yeah, it's time to start just like pushing as a unit, heading up towards these towers. They want the Chronosphere back up, but knock down a couple more of these tier 2s. They can head into the Roshan pit, and the big ticket is going to be Roger, really, with the Winter's Curse. He's going to be making some big plays here, try and knock down that Drow Ranger in the backlines potentially. Sunlight, he's just not even a factor until he gets the Blink Dagger, and he's so far away. He's got the max cleave at the very least, of course, so he can try and chunk down everybody all at once and increase his farm speed while he's at it. There is, what is that, 1 stack of Ancients so far, so keep that up. And maybe they can claw their way back into it.
And now Vega, they're just going to sit back a little bit, get Solo a little more farm on this Enchantress. I think at this point, really for Vega, as long as they tank up, they're going to be perfectly fine. Because ProDotA rely on... it's not as though they rely on massive burst damage or long drawn-out team fights. It's all a little bit wonky for them. It's just they rely on the perfect initiation. They rely on Vega being overzealous. But if Vega can tank up, then they can be as aggressive as they want to be. You know, with an Orchid on Queen of Pain, next if she goes, honestly, straight into a BKB would be worthwhile. Like, screw Aghanim Scepter. If you go straight into BKB, perfectly great for you. Deal with the Wind Ranger, deal with that Sven, Witch Doctor even. You've still got this Wind Ranger, 1,000 gold, 14 minutes in, farming jungle camps. That's how devastating it's been for her, while Sunlight had the greatest chance to take out these Ancients just yet. Farming through a few little regular neutral creeps.
Might be like a recovery horse staff kind of a game for your Wind Ranger. Not even able to go into that nice early point booster. Need something that can give you a little bit of stats, a little bit of mobility, kind of make you at least useful and try and help out your spend. Chronosphere back up though. They can start posturing towards this tower. Drow Ranger safely in their own jungle. This ensures that she won't get Winter's Curse, DC. This is the strategy.
Make sure that aura is always up and running. Just don't want to get...
Exactly. That's all they need at this point, honestly. The one way they lose this fight.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Vega, they're pushing pretty hard as a 4-man pack, regardless of Pasture being so far back. Our Ranger will now mosey her way up to this tier 2. And the question is...
Wyvern's so under-leveled though.
Yeah. And
you get one shot, but that Arctic Burn, 50-second cooldown.
In the meantime, you know, usually when you're being pushed in so hard like this by a Drow lineup, you are doing other things, pushing tier 1s mid and top. Unlike farming jungle camps. Doesn't know where the Drow is. Think he's a little bit afraid of, you know, a TP rotation or multiple TPs coming in onto a tier 1 while he's trying to kill off a Drow, or if she jumps onto him with that Frost Arrow. In fact, never mind, she doesn't have Frost Arrows leveled up, but don't know if he knows that. One level of Frost Arrows could be enough to catch him off guard. It's just a scary proposition. Sunlight to be alone, with no blink, with no real mobility items, against all of these super annoying right-click carry. Like, they're all right-click carries at this point. They literally are all right-click carries, even the Venge.
I don't think you'd be able to TP out in time. Like, obviously with Vengeful Spirit, she'll have the stun, but other than that, even with the potential of no stun showing up, like Drow +1, probably just gonna get beat down before you can make your way out. Despite being a nice little burly Sven.
With Roshan alive, the Treant scouting it out, PD know about this, but taking it is a completely different matter. The fact that they haven't been across their river for quite some time, it really doesn't bode well for being able to take the big man down and getting that Aegis up on any of your heroes, but Prophet Ahmo, he's got himself his first Oblivion Staff. He started off going into drums, it looked like, but back into the Orchid against Queen of Pain, who Ogre Club, I said I really like the BKB after Orchid for Quap. Could still be Ags, but what do you think for no one here?
I think the BKB is like definitely the item. I mean, I've been a big fan of a lot of teams that just kind of whip out that BKB first Queen of Pain when necessary. This is definitely BKB's second game. What are they gonna do? Honestly, they're not gonna do anything if he whips it out.
The fact that Solo can walk up the 3 of them, throw out 4 impetus shots, and almost single-handedly kill the enemy team before the rest of his labs arrive, that Chronosphere, probably a little bit wasted, but securing a kill nonetheless. But yeah, Solo just walks up, impetus shot, 1 hit onto the Wind Ranger, she's down to, 60% HP. Shoots another one at Sven, shoots another at Sven, he's down to 70% HP. The Winter Wyvern didn't stand a freaking chance.
Well, it's not the ideal chrono, but just getting the Winter Wyvern, it really is the only hope, honestly. It's the Winter's Curse. It's the only way that they can just freely kill one of these heroes and then engage with the Stormhammer, and then actually get in there and, start actually putting your heroes to work. But until then, they just don't have any setup. There's so many things you can combo out of it too, right? You can set up a nice Shackle, you can set up a nice Death Ward coming out, the cast bouncing around right as the Winter's Curse ends. Poor Roger. He just can get no love here, and they know that he's the priority. So the Chronosphere, it definitely does look wasted, but just getting rid of him just guarantees 1 tower and 1 step closer to the Roshan, as they were able to easily snag it up.
Vasily, Roger. They know Pasha's here. Drow Ranger is definitely dead. Just up onto the Witch Doctor, but there should be enough damage. Power shot to secure it. Finally, PD get themselves a really big kill on that Drow Ranger. How much gold is that? That's a 1700 net worth swing. experience-wise, you know, getting 600 experience on your Winter Wyvern, push up to level 8. Win range is now level 9, close to 10. But it's still the fact that you have no items. You know, having this gold is fine, it's good, but converting gold into items sometimes can be a thing that teams struggle with, especially when you're aiming for the bigger ones. You know, you get 900 gold, you're aiming for a 1200 gold item, you die, and then you're like, well, crap. What do I do now? Do I go full staff? Do I buy this? Oh, Mag swapped himself out of that one. Time walks out, dodges the stun, but Sioma forced to swap no one out because that Orchid was doing so much damage. Fact clears him up with a power shot as well. The fight continues. Mag has the Chronosphere though, aiming to land it on a couple. Gets the Sven as well as RZ.
I got the
With
wave.
Doctor and Sven, they're both screwed. Sonic Wave from no one. Clears up a couple, and Vasily, Orchid with a stun up as well, so the Wind Ranger doesn't stand a freaking chance. They just keep on jumping and running forward, hunting down one after the other. The Orchid from Furion, okay. He says hello. A little tip of their hat there to the Queen of Pain, but she still kills off. Or Winter Wyvern.
Sam Passion shows up. Says, oh, hey, are we doing something here, guys? You guys
I'm
wanna,
a
like,
terrorist.
Under attack.
yeah. I'm a global aura that's giving you all 58 damage in 20 minutes.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Demon Edges. Gee.
I feel like there's so many of these heroes right now in the pool that you can just pick up and suddenly your team has like an identity and a goal.
Orchid on Orchid. Nice catch. That impetus damage is good. The solo's out of mana. Mag, you're too deep. Fires up his Blink Dagger. They've killed off the melee racks, but Sunlight is running in, looking for a kill. The stun on the Shackle Shot lands on the solo, but they've got no damage output onto him, except for the Focus Fire and Power Shot. Take too long. They've already killed off a couple of people here. The Violet and Witch Doctor will come back into the land of the living, but look at that ultra kill from Tasha. Clears up the Witch Doctor from a mile away, thanks to the Dragon Lance on him. And they'll secure the final racks at middle lane. Full lane is gone. ProDotA, this might be another loss. Add to your tally.
Well, we'll play it a little bit cautious. Obviously, there's not much point running into those set of racks after the straight up buybacks. You know you've just secured a massive economic advantage. They just, you know, bought back. They haven't been farming the map the whole time anyway. Sven hasn't been out there pushing the waves. He has to go for the BKB, which you can see on him, so no need to be worried about any sort of BKB initiation. It'll continue to be only Roger, and just Roger, that can actually get anything done in between him and Akmo actually throwing out some Orchids. So the game plan, tank up, gonna helm the Dominator on the Revengeful Spirit here. And just push into that final bottom racks. I don't even know if we need to go knock on that tower, honestly. This is a hard game right now for ProDotA.
PD are
gonna try something
going to try and clash heads here. So this is the best move. Mag links himself back, but he's still going to get slowed down and takes back a little bit until he decides to turn, because no one is the one that wants to fight. Mag is still caught by the Winter's Curse. It's a big one, but they've killed off the Wind Ranger in exchange. Even without the Chronosphere, no one is just 1v3ing. A good sprout out from Ahmo will actually catch no one and keep him in place, but Sunlight spot back into the danger zone. And RZ, oh buddy, no one is clearing through them all. The cleave damage is good from Sunlight, but he can't even kill a Vengeful Spirit with Helm, Treads, and Drums. Sioma just tanks through the sword slaps of Sven. Doesn't give a damn. And Solo walks high ground. Little Bambi. Down the Winter Wyvern. At least the Wind Ranger kills the Queen of Pain at the back, but it's all over.
Is under attack.
Back, and then you can die.
I mean, we saw the drought coming. ProDotA just were not able to stop it.
Dire's bottom tower.
Solid draft opener, not being banned out the second phase like you see so often in the SCA region that we talked about, but letting it go through, they did not have the answer.
Dire's bottom barracks has
The thing is though, Vega and Tornado Rocks have been doing this relatively frequently with the Drow Ranger in the second phase now.
Yeah.
So, it's maybe just a case of PD not doing their homework, maybe thinking that they can deal with it, or just getting completely caught off guard during the drafting phase. Oh, poor Mag didn't get Chrono off in that fight, he died too soon. The rack gone, and PD, they've got an uphill battle to fight. You want the Witch Doctor Ags, you want Sunlight to have a BKB. No S and Y, there's no Blink Dagger on the Sven, there's no mobility at all, no movement speed even. That plan for Sven to jump onto the Drow doesn't exist anymore. That was plan A. Mop hacks. Plan B.
I don't think there is.
What's plan C?
Is there a plan B?
Plan D?
That
Well,
just
plan
beat
Z
us?
is definitely getting swapped into the enemy team and chronoed up as 3. Impetus from the low ground will take down the Sven. Roger gets cleared up and Vastly silenced and dead as well. Good game's called and that's it. Done and dusted. PD tap out. And Vega, they didn't need plan B, C, D, or E. Go with plan A. They crush their opponent. 31-12, 24 minutes and 20 seconds in, and that is it for this best of 1.
I don't know. Did not have the tools to fight into this. You had no way of winning the mid lane up against the Enchantress as well as the Queen of Pain with that Drow Aura. You had no way of Nature's Prophet getting anything against the Tri-Lane that you saw you were up against. You drafted a Witch Doctor and Winter Wyvern to what you thought might have been a way to shut down the Faceless Void, but trying to